on my agenda this fall. My father really likes to fish for trout, and he likes to go to streams and rivers and such to do that. I've never done that. I've only ever fished in lakes. So I picked up something new, or actually I ordered something new, to help me sort of get started in a different kind of fishing. Now, I've seen these a lot, heard about them, seen people do reviews, and I've talked to a couple of people that really swear by these trout magnets, especially in streams. So I've ordered this Trout Magnet Neon Kit, had an opportunity to try it, and I jumped on that. Now you can see here there are several different colors that this kit comes with, which is what they're pretty much guessing are the most standard. And that looks about basic. Here we've got a dark pink, a bubblegum, white. Here we've got a, looks like orange with chartreuse. This is plain chartreuse. This is what they call mealworm. And this one is like a green with a black stripe on it. So, and it looks pretty good. Now these are actually pretty small. I've used the Crappie Magnet and I really like those. Those have done pretty well for me. In fact, even the bass will go after a Crappie Magnet. Now these are smaller than a Crappie Magnet. So let's see, let me pull a mealworm up here. Put it on my finger. Whoops. Let me grab that again, sorry about that. You can kind of see just how small they are. They're not really all that big. Now a Crappie Magnet would pretty much go all the way to this crease just about here. So, and what these have are these little flange thingies, like almost like legs here in the middle. And they sort of just flap around, look like larvae or whatever it is that they resemble. You put the jig head right in through the top, right in here where the split is, and you can fish them a lot of different ways. You can sort of dead stick them, and they sort of just hang there under a float. You can throw them out in the river, and I guess they'll just sort of drift along. You can jig them a little on the bottom. I've seen a lot of different techniques, and I've used them on the Crappie Magnet, and they've worked out pretty well as far as the fish's interest. The only problem is a lot of the panfish, the Crappie Magnets, are just too big, so they can't really get them, but they sure as heck try. Now here is a 1/64 jig head, and these come in several different colors, and that's what you're going to use on these little trout magnets. So that's the basic Trout Magnet kit. I also have the Panfish Magnet kit, which is the same thing, only in colors that they suggest for specifically for standard panfish. So there you see the colors there. And here you go, you got them in a couple of different options. They do repeat the mealworm, but everything else is different. And then I noticed that all of the jigs in here are the black versus the other one, which has a combination of the silver, the black, and the, or actually the nickel, the black, and the gold. So, interesting. Also, when you use those, you use these easy trout floats. They're these really itty bitty, you can see them next to my thumb here, these little itty bitty floats, and that's what they recommend for using for their trout. So again, I have the Crappie floats, which are bigger cigar shaped ones, so those have worked out really well on those, so I thought, well, I'll try the easy floats too. Here is the size of split shot they recommend, which is a size B, and I also have the size BB, so these are pretty small. I have 2 of those. Ordered one for my father. And then I ordered some additional colors. Now this is called, I believe, the Cotton Candy. Yeah, it is. And it's a 50-piece body bag. So I think that'll be a really good color. It's kind of like the white on the bottom with the pink on the top. This is a standard favorite for me, for bass anyway, and this is the green pumpkin with the red, or the green with the red. So I think I couldn't get away from that just because my brain is trained to that color. Who knows if the trout like it. And then the third color I have here is the glitter gold. So we're going to go ahead and give those guys a try there on the rivers and streams and such and see how they do.